ahead.
No, you good, brother. Does tribalism build discipline or create
Oh, okay.
blind loyalty?
Okay. Blind loyalty versus building discipline. Right.
Hmm.
So I think the discipline it definitely could. Like person I don't know who was just speaking, but they were saying utilizing our skills amongst one another, um and having bridges to mentorship, or um just using the different knowledge that we do have together to establish stuff. Like, for instance, right, if I know how to cook and I can teach you how to cook, and or no, I even use, because this happened to me. I had a mentor.
Hmm.
I had a mentor.
Don't hit nobody.
Nah, somebody about to hit this cone over here. So I had a mentor, right? Yeah,
Uh,
they ran that cone over.
yeah, they got to redo that, man.
Yeah, so I had a mentor that was teaching me about truck driving without me even knowing it, because uh I was using the she ran that cone over. Yeah, I was using basically I basically was under someone else's wing, and it taught me discipline without me even knowing it, right?
Hmm.
Um and so I think, there's different ways tribalism could use discipline, but that it also can work. Everything is a double-edged sword, pretty much.
Right.
If too much of something, it can be a bad thing.
I
Too
like
much of a
that.
good thing can be a bad thing. So you really got to have cadence, and you got to have a poise to it, a balance. You can't just do one thing without doing another thing. You got to have a balance. That way they equal out. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that.
And I land my plane because I know I'll be going on mute.
You good, brother? No, we received that. Especially everything can be a double-edged sword, man. Too much of anything is never good. Shout out to the family. While he was witnessing people hit cones, man, tell them to redo that test, man. We go straight to Brother Cobra. You there, man?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Is it realistic, Brother Cobra, to expect individuals to carry generational burdens alone?
Oh man, is it realistic to expect an individual to carry a generational burden
Alone.
uh, alone? No. To me, that's a no, and that kind of ties back into the lesson that I had to learn for myself, right?
Hmm.
That yeah, when I was younger, and me coming up, kind of how hard with things being hard as it was, I always believed in myself that I believed in myself that I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. I'm gonna step up and do that, and I kind of live by that mantra still, in a way that no excuses, no complaints, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but at the same, right, no one person can carry everything, do everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had to learn,
Hold on one second,
Breaking up.
Brother Cobra. Yeah, let's give it. We're gonna give it like 3 seconds, family. And I'm gonna just do a commercial break while you was breaking up, Brother Cobra. Shout out to the family, man. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Keep tapping the screen for your boy. Y'all know we got the family over here. Tap who you know. Tap the screen. Give who you love. Give who you know. Man, we just appreciate your presence, man. We doing it for the lineage always, man. Go ahead, Brother Cobra.
all right, can you guys hear me a little bit better now?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah, what I was saying is that ties back into the lesson I had to learn, and there have been people that believed in me and seen my work ethic and ambition and things like that, right? but I still had to learn that you just can't do everything by yourself. So I would say no. I would say that you have to kind of form alliances and teams and build teams and work together. And you know, everybody ain't gonna be the star. It's something to start kind of teaching our kids to young people or whatever. Yeah, you got a lot of skills. Yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with telling people that they're great at what they do, and kind of acknowledging that and everything like that, propping people up, but also reminding them that you cannot do everything by yourself. We need to work together as a team. We need each other. And for
That's right.
some reason, you know, because like, I mean, some people kind of can kind of get away with doing a lot by themselves and being very successful, right? So that kind of makes them think, well, I can just do it. But no, you gotta. To me, you might have been great by yourself, but you might would have been greater with the team. So that's the point. You know, we got to kind of drill into each other's heads. You know, like, look, man, let's work together. Let's make stuff pop off. Everybody can eat. Everybody can, you know, kind of better if we work together. That's a valuable lesson I had to learn.
That's respect. I remember, man. I think it was Jay-Z. Shit. You ain't a millionaire until everybody around you a millionaire too, or you ain't rich or wealthy unless everybody around you on the same level. How you the most wealthy in the room, and you calling yourself you know what I'm saying? Wealthy. That's
Yeah.
not how I go, man. And you have to win as a collective, man. That always stuck out to me. I've always
Yep.
believed in that, man. I've always been the person that kind of wanted the people to buy the block back. It's always been
They say
black
you're not
first for
really
me,
eating
man.
unless everybody's eating. You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying? Everybody,
man.
yeah, everybody got to eat.
Everybody
That's
can't eat, man. You ain't eating, man.
yeah.
That's real, man. And
Yep.
and I feel like this
And I mean,
delineation is
we
go ahead, brother.
I was just gonna say another good example too. It just came right to me in the moment. That old guy who came up with the tendonism brand, right? Now
Hmm.
he's the miracle behind the magic, right? He's the one with
Hmm.
the know-how to be able to master something, be able to make meats drop off that bone like that.
That's
But
right.
he still, now we don't like the team that he formed, but he formed a team and it took off. That's the point.
Hey, man. Speaking of him, man, I just seen him going viral or something last night. He cooking for celebrities and shit. Hey, my man's his own. Shout out to
Yes, he is.
shout out to
Shout
the
out to
doing this thing, man, and that's real life experience, man. It's falling off the bone in your face, man. That's go ahead, only facts. Go ahead, man.
Oh, what's up, fam? Yeah, I just wanted to add on
Go
to
ahead,
that,
man.
man.
Keep adding
It
on, man.
yeah, like it just came to my mind, and I've always heard this from my elders and stuff. So it's like, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room, right?
Woo.
And that's why I like being here. Like you guys, man, I learn stuff from y'all every time. Every time you guys speak, I'm learning something, man. And I just wanted to add that. It just made me think about that when you were saying like Jay-Z was like, yeah, you're not wealthy unless the people around you are wealthy, pretty much.
Man,
And I feel like that same thing applies too, right? Like if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room,
that's
right?
real. That's real, family. We received that one for sure too, man. Because I'm always willing to learn something new, man. That's why I enjoy talking to y'all, man. Just like Only Facts said, man. I'm always picking up something. It's something y'all just letting out there. And with that, we gonna welcome methodically. Apologize for that. I ain't know you was really up here, man. Sorry about that. How you doing, methodically?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
And I'm chilling. My first time coming across you on the app, man. Are you a foundational Black American?
Yes, I am.
Good to meet you, brother.
Likewise.
We up here talking about individualism versus tribalism in the foundational Black way. If you want to, man, you can go ahead and hit the prompt. You can hit one of them, or you can hit all of them.
Individualism versus tribalism. Now, when you guys speaking on individualism, is that as the individual person
Yes,
or
sir.
in a okay? Um, Now, as far as tribalism, is you talking about just for us FBAs or
Uh,
as a
yeah.
black collective?
Yes, I mean, yeah, as foundational Black Americans, you can compare it to a Black collective. You can compare it to the continent. You can,
Right,
yeah, we just having a discussion, brother. No right or
right.
wrong answer.
Okay.
Say
Now,
less.
I do encourage and I like the route that the black community of the Americas is going because it's going to help us in the long run
Yes, sir.
um, by us finding our way and finding who we are and embracing that. And because I mean, theoretically, we can't do it by ourselves, especially when it comes down to the individual battles. Um, I even I use my own career as an example.
Okay.
I've been in my career since January make 20 years. I started out here, and trust me, what I'm about to tell you, what I'm about to mention ain't me bragging. It's just, hey, I'm just blessed. You understand
Say
what I'm
less.
saying? And but when I came out here, I tried to bring my little brother with me. Prolific mechanic, would have been very suitable for the job. And you know, our people got to get out of the mind frame. We gotta be able to let certain things go for the greater good. What I mean by that, my brother made the comment when I first started working in the shipping industry. I ain't finna come out there and clean up behind them white folks. But what my brother didn't understand, everybody went through that position, to include the white boy. Of course, us niggas stayed a little bit longer. We know why. Because they want you to quit. They don't want you to make it out there. Now, I'm about 60 days from becoming a chief engineer. I just came home from a job where I was making $1,800 a day, and you can do the math. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, I tried to bring my little brother with me because guess what? Now, what if both of us on this same job making the same kind of money? You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Now, I'm all for helping my brothers and sisters out. Don't matter who they are. Matter of fact, I'm in the process right now. I'm doing some paperwork with some crew members that was on there with me so they can move to the next stage. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That was the whole reason for me going to the top, to help people out that look like me. Hopefully, not hopefully, but by the end of this week, I'll get that paperwork in the mail, sent out to them, and they can continue their journey. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now, I even use the military as a scenario. What I mean by that, a lot of our people is against the military because they looking at who in charge, the bull crap that the U.S. government do. We know all that is a problem. But at the same time, what we got to look at, we need to fix our community. Some of us didn't go to the military because we were devoted to the United States. We went
Hmm.
to the military because we used them. And that's how it needs to be looked at. For example, let's say it's a family. Everybody who able join the military.
Hmm.
Now look at what's going on now. You got military personnel coming out. Do you know every state got a list of all the veterans that located in that state?
Mm.
They got a list. Let me tell you why the United States is okay with paying veteran benefits. Because it boosts the economy directly. So let's just say we had more. See, we can't look at what happened in the past. Was it wrong? Yes. And I found out there's a brother who getting ready to sue the VA because of them screwing over veterans from back in the day. But what's
Mm.
going on now, that's what we got to focus on. What I mean by that, if we have more families, hey, let's send them two to the military. See, we thinking like the mob now. Let's send them two of them three to the military. You ain't got to do 20 years. You get in there, do your 4 years, get all your document that happened to you. When you come out of there, that's will check the rest of your life. Will that not help that family? Yes, it will. See what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Same thing with the different occupation. Like what my brother said about the job I'm in. My brother didn't know that, hey, I went from a $28,000 a year job to guess what? I make over $200,000 a year. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now, theoretically, I could have got there in 5 years had I had a mentor and I was in the right places at the right time. But when you working outside the system and you on your own, it's all to your own devices, which means you got to figure that out.
So, is tribal loyalty a strength?
Tribal loyalty or strength?
Hmm.
I think it is when I'm working with people that look directly like me, and we both is doing it.
Now,
I'm
which one better supports intergenerational progress?
I think tribalism would support it best. I mean, I got another example. I've been in the crypto industry, investing in cryptocurrency since 2021. Did I have a few hiccup? Of course I did. But if I had more people that was interested, and I've been sharing this information with a lot of people, but didn't nobody want to listen. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody had no time. They got time, and I gotta say this to our men. We got time to chase women. We got time to be drinking. And our women, we got time for everything else but what we should be focused on. You understand what I'm saying? They're actually changing the financial system. Now, let me bring this into perspective. You know how they got different ISO codes for different things? Like and you see them a lot in logistics, right? That's a standardization for said instrument, said process, so on and so forth, right? This is an international organization that pushed these standards forward. Well, guess what? The last thing that haven't been standardized was the financial system as far as settlement and liquidity within the financial system. That's what they're pushing forward. Yes, media is saying crypto is a scam. That's why you have to read and understand it for yourself and research. I read a whole bunch of whole bunch of research paper on this subject. You see what I'm saying? Now, had I had more people who want to get involved, because before the laws is passed, it's actually in the
I think a
price
lot of
range
people
of
are
the
just
common people.
skeptical about that. They don't
I
trust. It's
I I get that, and I understand. We trying to keep what we got. I get it, but please understand, we can't keep making this. We can't keep justifying why we not doing what we doing. You follow what I'm saying? Now, and
so.
what
What do you
hurt
want
my
everybody
heart,
to do?
huh?
What do you want everybody to do?
Okay,
Invest in cryptocurrency?
okay. I tell you what.
No, I just
Hmm?
want a straightforward answer. You're
Okay,
talking to your people. What are you wanting everyone to do?
I wanted my people to get a piece of this pie before it's out of our reach.
I'm asking you a question. You have people in different type of categories and financial situations.
Okay.
Realistically, my brother, are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Realistically, in asking you, what do you want people to reach in their pocket and do?
It would to it. How to put this?
I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. You've been having all these examples. I'm ready to submit to you money out of my wallet right now, and you can't even tell me where to put it. So it's just a lot of talking to me, brother. If you ask me,
Well,
cryptocurrency
no,
is not trusted because I can trip you
well.
up with a simple question and
No,
can't
no,
get a
no,
simple
no,
answer.
no,
That's why I
no,
don't
well,
invest in
no,
it. And I'm not here
no,
to tell you how much I make yearly, but I'm comfortable. And
no,
I
no,
don't want
no.
you coming up on the panel
No, I
derailing
need you to
my
understand what I'm
conversation
saying.
from individualism and tribalism to some type of coining system online. I'm like I said, I'm giving you room in space to talk, but you kind of not saying nothing, brother. So once again, If I have everyone lined up to give you what they have available in their pocket, where is it going?
Well, what I want people to do is start and researching it, looking into it. That's what I want.
What are we looking up?
Well, first of all, we want to start researching the technologies that's coming along with the cryptocurrency, and then we'll be able to understand
What do
why
you
it's so
know?
valuable. Huh?
What do you know? Why are you so passionate about it? Tell us what you know.
Okay, they had two problems that they were solving. They're looking to solve with cryptocurrency. Number one is the liquidity issue. Number two is the settlement time. Those are the two major problems that they is pushing forward to settle. I mean, to satisfy. And this actually came down for the Bank of International Settlement. The Bank of International Settlement is the bank that's over all the central banks.
Okay.
One question.
Yes, brother Cobra, do your thing.
Sir, what is the upside? Like, kind of, can you break it down? Cost benefit analysis. Upside, kind of lay it out there for us so that we can see
Great question.
what what is the upside to us investing, and what money can turn into what money, and kind of lay some of that, lay some example out there for us.
Okay. Since I've been researching crypto myself, I have been able to invest the upper parts of $150,000. Now, um, what caught my
Now,
attention
everybody ain't got
about
$150,000. Now, I done let you derail my conversation. I done lost viewership. And damn, brother, you still ain't really saying nothing, man. Everybody are in different tax brackets. Everybody have different levels of education. Everybody can't even read beyond certain levels in their life. And here you are, man.
I
Do
was
you
I
have
was
something
trying to
to add
lead
to
up to why how I got to that point.
but it shouldn't be a lead up to, because I've already told you, brother, everybody's starting somewhere else. Everybody don't even have a job, brother, to be at for 20 fucking years, man. Now, I didn't let you sit up here and you still not saying nothing. My brother Cobra asked you a question and you still got to lead up somewhere, man. This is why it's so many distractions in our community, man. And I'm not here to blast on you either, man, because you're not the only one that have done this. But here you are derailing. We having a conversation that's really important to what we have going on in our lives right now.
Well, Portiz, can let me just interject real
Hold on,
quick.
brother. Hold on, brother.
Go ahead.
Individualism and tribalism, and what would be more beneficial in the way we move as foundational Black Americans, brother. That is what's beneficial. Not what somebody can donate or give to some online thing and pray, wish, and hope it land right, man. Everybody cannot research this shit, man. If we're gonna have people out here in the foundational Black American community advocating for this shit, come with the knowledge. Expect everyone to be ignorant, brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying, man. Don't expect nobody to be financially stable. Don't expect nobody to be well off. None of that shit. Don't like This is insane, man, because you sound like a brother of a mature age, man, and you should kind of know this stuff for yourself, man. And the derailment is just unnecessary, man. So before my brother interject, I want to ask you, do you at least have something to add to the conversation about individualism and tribalism?
You're quiet.
Brother Jay, go ahead, man. This
All
shit
right.
crazy, man, because
Okay. So listen. This is for
get this
everybody
shit, man.
that gets up here and I want to talk about crypto. A lot of people don't understand crypto, so you have to put it in layman's terms. You have to make us understand like we're in the fourth grade. I don't know if you was looking at my comments, but I said if I wanted to take $1,000, what cryptocurrency would I invest in and what platform? You quiet? Why you quiet now?
Oh, if you want to put it, ain't no use talking to me. I can answer that question right now.
Mm-hmm.
ZBEC.
What's it called?
ZBEC Network. And I'm going to tell you why. Everybody know who ADP is. ADP do the payroll processing. ZBEC is actually setting up to screenline payroll on a continuous basis. And
Are
they
you talking
own
about
pads.
Zibit?
They actually
Sister,
own
Are you talking
patents
about?
to do it.
Sister Joy.
Okay.
They
Oh, go
actually
ahead,
own
brother
patents
Jay.
to
I'm
do it.
here.
Sister Joy, have you been listening in?
Yeah.
Can you chime in a little
Okay.
bit, Sister Joy? How you feel about we with you still, brother Jay? We gonna just turn this into an open panel real quick so we can get a general consensus of how most foundational Black Americans feel about crypto real fast, and we can move on.
Okay.
Sister Joy, how do you feel about
Yo.
what you've been hearing?
I think everybody is entitled to their own opinions. I'm not a fan of crypto too much, but
I don't
that's just
trust it.
me personally. I
I
invest in
don't
other
trust
things, but okay, if you trust it with your money, that's on you.
it. Right. But I feel like
I'm not
I
saying it's something bad. I just invest in the classics. Let me say that.
say less. I feel like with crypto personally, that's something you post about and you allow people to willingly, you know what I'm saying, come to that. You don't try to go recruit and get people to
You're
come out
not
of
talking
they.
about.
Go ahead,
No
brother.
one
You
is
gotta be.
recruiting.
No.
You
I'm
I'm
not
gotta be
not
recruiting at
saying
careful.
all.
I'm not saying you are, brother. I'm just speaking
You
my
gotta be careful
opinion.
because some
Most
people get
crypto
up on
people
these.
that I've ran into have actually ran into me in whatever I was doing in life. So
They
that's why I
don't know what
said
they're
that,
really
brother.
talking about. They really don't be knowing what they're talking about for real, for real.
Well,
Like just because
mine come from research. That's it. I do my own
okay,
research, do my own investing.
okay, what, okay, okay. From your research, do you actually have the experience? Do you actually have the tools? Because see, a lot of people come up on these panels and they talk about crypto, investing in crypto, and I asked you a simple question. You gave me an exchange. Now, what type of exchange is this? Is this a CFI exchange? Is this a DeFi exchange? Is this exchange
ZBEC
more
can be
for
got in the on chain wallet, which is connected to the DeFi exchange.
okay? Is this for more experienced people or people that are beginners?
No, this for you have to learn how to go about getting it.
What I'm saying, and like case in point, Robinhood and Coinbase. I can
Great,
attach
great
my debit
questions, brother.
card.
Great question.
I can attach my debit card to it, and I can also the classic coins like Ethereum,
There,
Bitcoin, Monero.
ZBEC is
See,
not on Coinbase or Robinhood.
my brother, listen. See, you trying to talk so fast and answer questions or iterate. That's not what I said. I said I can go up on Coinbase or Robinhood. It is much more safer for people, the people that don't have the experience. Zibit is more for experienced people that deal in cryptocurrency. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why I'm asking these questions. Listen, you getting up telling us you invested $150,000, it doesn't get us hyped. I need people that's going to talk about cryptocurrency and actually know what they're talking about. You get what I'm saying? Do you
Okay.
actually have a physical hard wallet? Not an app, an actual physical hard wallet.
Yes, I do.
Do you have seed phrases?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So these are the type of conversations you need to have instead of just, oh, well, you need to invest in crypto. What is cryptocurrency? It is a whole ecosystem. It's not just about buying coins. It's peer-to-peer economics. It's a whole digital ecosystem around cryptocurrency.
Well, see, that's why
Yes, I'm aware of that.
that's why I allowed this conversation to happen because
Yeah, but
it's people that just really don't know, man, and they really be set up, man. And yeah, man, it's something that you have to personally be interested in. And
uh-huh.
with that, man, we just gonna move on, brother. I hate that I thought you was up here to answer the prompt, man, and you just kept going there with it. You wanted to talk about this 20 years at the job and
What's
all that.
crazy is he's like, yeah, Jay Clutch is right, but you didn't say that. You didn't
He
explain
ain't say none of that,
anything to
man.
it.
He just
So
babbling,
my whole
man.
thing is, if
Like
you're
they
gonna
do
come up
on
here and try to
TikTok, man.
educate somebody, make sure you're educated yourself,
It's
because
always
that was kind of embarrassing.
motherfuckers babbling, man. And they trying to jump me out of this motherfucker. We
And
got
what's
people
crazy,
picking
Portiz, is
sides on
didn't
my
Jay
shit.
Clutch? You know what's crazy, Portiz? Didn't Jay Clutch just teach us about this in a real way in our other? You know what I'm saying?
I
He
mean,
just taught us.
it was just real boring, and I lost viewership because of this motherfucker. And it's
Them
always
motherfuckers come
somebody
up.
20 years older than me talking a bunch of bullshit, man. Shout out to the
These
elders
guys,
that's out here actually leading by example. That's actually got a nigga tuned in to what they got to say. Shout out to my brother Only Facts. Shout out to my brother Culver. Shout out to everybody out there who I've come in contact with on this app that actually got some type of vision, some type of knowledge, some type of substance, some type of something to pass down to the young brothers like myself that's about to be 32 that need it. That I take it in like food, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Keep it going, man. And with that,
If
we just move on, family. Oh, here,
if
go ahead,
anybody
Sister
wanted
Joy.
if anybody wanted to know any info about crypto, I can ask my dad. Um, so
You
I'm just
sound like the
not
ultimate
privy to
daughter.
it. So like if
I
y'all,
can ask my dad.
I
Joy.
can ask my dad.
Yeah,
So
Well, Jay Clutch
listen.
is does know a lot.
At this, at this point, at this point, Bank of America, Chase, all our major banks
Does it?
are taking the lead for you.
Oh,
You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? It's to the
did
point
you guys
where you
ask me
can
a
open
question?
up.
What you say? Only facts.
He's probably, I don't know if
Oh,
he's on the phone. Go
Oh
ahead.
Go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
Steve.
yeah.
sorry about that. He good. He good. Come on, family. Moving on.
All our banks are invested
What's
in
going
these
on,
type of
Big Stepper?
things. So when you
yeah,
go on your actual app, your
You
actual
see
Bank
it.
of America, Chase, you see these things.
But
You
these
don't
the
have
people
to
who
go
say
into.
these people who can't answer questions, but they invested
Yeah,
150,000.
That's
yeah,
yeah.
crazy.
exactly,
That's why I was
Bro,
saying
exactly,
like I
150
know.
though.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
why I
I
was
know
saying I
I'm
know my
good, but
dad has
shit,
invested in it before, and that man ain't finna just waste
shit,
no money. So I was gonna,
shit.
if y'all had questions, I could ask them.
You ain't hanging out on motherfucking TikTok. I'm telling you that much after dropping 6 of them bitches in no
Yeah.
crypto. You got me
First of all,
fucked up. I ain't no
if
fool,
you
man.
Yeah,
invest and if you
I ain't no
invested one
fool,
hundred and
man.
fifty
No,
thousand dollars,
man,
you would
fuck
have been
that
able to
shit.
tell me all the
I be around the
cryptocurrencies you
motherfucking
have.
money
You got
all the
that is
time.
true because
Shit ain't getting
that's
wasted
not
like
no
that.
that's not no chump change. I don't care how much
That
money
ain't
you
no
got.
chump stand. Bro, come on,
That's right.
bro. That ain't, man, you ain't about to just be talking about people. Niggas done
Exactly.
left this bitch. Like, man, what the
As a
fuck?
matter of fact, I can tell y'all this. I work for the 1%, and I
Shout out
ain't
to the
never heard
12
them
people in the
say
room still.
nothing about no
No,
crypto.
there's
Hey,
even
you
past
want to
Queen.
know what they
motherfuckers who were
Hey,
like,
you
Queen,
want
you
to know what
heard
they
me?
"What?"
say?
Tell my
You
shout
want
out
to
to
know
the
what they
12
say,
people
Joy?
still in the room.
What they be saying?
They say
Yeah.
they they say they say peer to
Ortiz.
peer transactions.
I love
That's what
y'all,
they
fam.
say because the
Hey,
same the
Jay,
same infrastructure. What's up?
we got 12 people in the room, man.
He
I
cleared
know.
out the
Listen,
Bro,
room.
he cleared this bitch out.
I
We
know
had this
Yeah,
it was
wasn't it
20.
motherfucker
like
Yeah,
20
going.
something people?
We had
yeah.
this
Y'all
bitch
went
Yeah.
going
Okay.
crazy.
off through the
And they all
individuals.
left.
Turn
Man,
the light
dog.
on and everybody just scattered, huh?
They
Everybody
they
was
thought
like, ooh, they want to talk about that bullshit.
Hey,
For real,
Hey,
everybody know Bible when they
hey,
hear it.
Cobra. You see what happened, man?
he said they
Clutch
Everybody
know
is,
know
Bible when
Bible
they
when they
hear it.
hear it.
uh-huh.
All right,
They scattered. What?
I'm gonna jump in real quick. You know what I mean? I got about another 10 minutes. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, and I know everybody that's where we was at. But when it comes to cryptocurrency is too volatile most of the days,
Hmm.
and you're throwing money into something that you don't actually know whether or not your return is going to be good based off of whether or not Bitcoin is going to drop or people are selling off of Bitcoin. Most altcoins are. People buy up to like a week, and then they dump then they sell them off and they dump them into Bitcoin, and you see Bitcoin go up. So most time you'll see cryptocurrency jump up. But when he's supposed to get up here and they're talking to stuff about cryptocurrency and whatnot, I mean, I would just suggest, like, just I mean,
Let
take it
me
with a
come
grain of
up.
salt and then go look it up on
Let me
your own
come up.
because people want to keep on coming up and they're trying to derail and shit. We're over here talking
Man,
about individualism and
they
tribalism,
stay
and
derailing, dog. I
this
swear somebody
motherfucker's going to
sent
come up
him.
here
I
and,
know
at the
somebody
end of the
sent
day,
them over here, dog. Cause
And
they
at the
know
end of the
I
I,
was
day,
gonna try.
cause they know I
he
let up
showed his
FBA. I
individualism right
swear,
there.
dog. They know I
I
let up
thought he was going.
anybody FBA, bro. Somebody sent that motherfucker over here, dog.
I
So
thought he was gonna come up.
that's what we call individualistic mindsets right there. That ain't gonna help nobody's community because he gonna
There
worry
we
Nobody.
about
go.
himself.
There we go.
Nobody. Ain't gonna help
Good for
nobody but that
Quavo.
motherfucker investing 150,000. Wow.
Yeah,
Man, you
he
could have you
Right.
could
150K.
have put 3 families in the house, nigga.
He got a gambling problem.
Come on.
yeah he
Yeah,
came in with
Oh.
a vibe of elitism, right? Because he
Yeah.
started talking about how much money he
Money
made.
he make. Yep.
That's
He
gonna turn us
did.
off
What was his?
instantly.
Hold
That
on. It did.
Only facts. What was his? What did he say his occupation was?
He
he
ain't want to
said
he
he
say.
did.
was a
He did.
he's working in the shipping yard, and he was talking about becoming a chief engineer. He's like in 90 days or something. He's gonna be a chief engineer. But
Just
he
lying.
immediately came in talking about making eighteen
Just
hundred
lying,
dollars
and you can't even
a
pronounce
day.
shit word.
Right.
I'm
He's all
joking.
do
I'm
the
joking.
math. We're like, what?
As a
I'm
matter,
joking. I'm joking.
as a matter of fact, it remind me of these tribalistic doggone Africans that over there, because I'm gonna go there. These tethers over there, all they think about money so much that they think that their clout, their ID, their whole persona is on money. That's why Nigeria ain't getting nowhere. If we're gonna talk about
Exactly.
tribalism in that respect, the Yorubas don't like the Igbos because the Yorubas are trying to be more wealthy than the Igbo. And the Yoruba over there running the whole goddamn
It's
country.
always
Same
based in
thing with
some money.
With that was going to Traore. It's always
Let me
based on money.
let
Ain't gonna bring that
let me
bullshit on the panel and just derail everything. My
Derailed
bad, my bad.
everything, man.
Let me piggyback. Let me piggyback for so when it comes to saying there's another reason why Africa is failing. It's not just the tribalism. They are highly fixated and focused on certain occupations. Doctors, engineers, scientists. What about the plumbers? What about the people that's going to watch your animals, take care of your animals? What about the people that's going to pave your roads? The ones they're going to pick up your garbage. The ones that are going to deal with the sewage. You get
Don't
what I'm
nobody want to
saying?
do it.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
missing
That's
all of
facts.
those
Cook.
yeah,
occupations. You get what I'm saying? Even when they come here, their main
yeah.
focus: doctor, scientist, lawyer, nurse, in those type of fields. Not understanding those are not what builds a society. Those are not
No,
what builds
My
a
bad for yelling,
progressing.
y'all, but that motherfucker cooking.
Yeah, he is.
Are you good? You
that
good? That's another reason why they're failing. It's not just tribalism. They have to have a broad understanding when it comes to building success
That's
and
right.
building a village and building community. It's not going to be doctors. It's not going to be your so-called computer engineers. It's going to be your architectures. It's going to be the guys that like to get their hands dirty. It's
Mm.
going to be the guys that like to go in the field. They don't mind
Mm-hmm.
again dressing in whatever they have to dress in to get the job done. You get what I'm saying? Those are the ones that are going to build society. I made a joke with a doctor the other day. I said, yeah, when things break down in your nice luxury house, who are you calling to fix it?
That's
It's
it.
not
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
but you
Who
know
was
what?
the
That's you know what, Clutch. I think that's where we see tribalism failing at. You know what I mean? If your tribe is trying to make life better for everyone in the tribe, then the tribe is going to be successful. But what we're seeing is now people are in these particular tribes. The individualistic mentality is taking over. So
Right.
all they want to do is they want to climb to the top of the ladder and be
Right.
the one that sit on the throne and look down at everybody else and tell them what to goddamn do. That's not a tribe. That's a dictatorship that you're trying to camouflage as a tribe, as a community, as a society. Like you said, no plumbers. Well, we know that because they shitting in the street. They
mm-hmm.
ain't got no ambulance, so I don't know why they worry about doctors. But I understand the doctor issue because they got so many goddamn diseases they can't even heal the own goddamn self.
Yeah,
It goes back
yeah.
to what I said earlier. They want to be doctors and lawyers to flex on the others, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're not trying to be a doctor or a lawyer to elevate their people. They just want to get that title so they can flex on everybody below them, not understanding
And if,
that, you know, hey, yeah, you're a doctor, but damn it, when your AC go out,
Hold on,
you
brother. Oh no, go ahead. Only facts. I was telling brother Chuck. Go ahead, man. Come on in the conversation, man.
oh no, yeah, I'm gonna land with that. You know, they just they want those titles to flex and not really build. Because if I became a doctor and I know my people need plumbers and carpenters, then I'm gonna be like, okay, let me take some of my salary and put back in the community so we can get them those plumbers and those carpenters trained up. Let me sponsor someone to trade school because
Mm-hmm.
I need a carpenter. I know I need plumbers. I know I need people who know how to lay gravel for the roads. Yeah,
Right.
I might have my bins on my doctor's salary, but if I'm riding on damn dirt roads and shit, then you know,
That's right. That's right though.
so
You want to know what's crazy? You
Like
want to know what's crazy?
chess.
Only fact.
Hold on, brother Jay. Hold on, brother Jay. Go ahead,
Go
Chuck.
ahead, Chuck.
I was gonna say let's look at it like chess. Like every piece is important, and when you put them in place to be used the right way, they not only offer a protection, they also offer an offense too. So like let's say if I'm using my pawns the right way, I get them across the board. They have the ability to be upgraded into another thing. A pawn can become a bishop. A pawn can become a rook. You know what I mean? So we just have to, it's hold on, it's noisy in here. Hold on.
He definitely was cooking. I like that.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
cooking
he
there.
was cooking. You're gonna have
But
to
yeah,
come
my
on
bad,
back,
my
brother.
bad. Yeah, so like we play it like chess. Our structure would be rooks. So having rooks lined up on the board to offer that protection, from everything else. And then we have queens and stuff. You know what I mean? We have a queen. We can have multiple queens on the board if our pawn gets across the board. So providing those protections to our offense creates a good defense and benefits the whole. You know what I mean? So we gotta definitely use everyone in whatever branch they're in, from the lowest and the highest.
Mm.
So for instance, like me, I don't have much of anything, right? But I'm able to I wouldn't mind when I get to where I'm at. I wouldn't mind funding anything. You know what I mean? That's why I said I wish we had like some type of something set up that we can see what we're investing into. Like even if it's like a big page, like how we got the green book. Maybe have something that is focused primarily on us that we can invest in, put money towards and stuff like that. Like I would say crowd funds.
Like a
Um,
public crowd fund that we can go to.
yeah, like something like that would that way even if we're not a person that comes up with an idea or has the ability to put into or has the ability to put it together, but funding it is still going to be beneficial. You know what I mean? So not everyone can be a rook. Not everyone can be a queen or a bishop, but they have the potential to. But they all support each other on the board. You know what I
I
mean?
like that.
I'll do too.
I like how you did. How you put that, brother. That's
And I land
chess,
my plane there.
man. Cause you know you don't be landing, man.
Oh, yeah, mute.
No, family. Y'all know how we do over here, man. Y'all know how we do, man. We got to take a little quick commercial break, uh, per usual, family. I don't care if y'all get tired of them, but yeah, that's what I'm here for. So we're gonna go into the commercial break like that. Uh, and I'm gonna just say shout out to the family. Keep tapping, keep liking the screen, man. We lost a little viewership, a little derailment, but we just gonna keep getting better. We just gonna keep getting better with time, man. And we go straight into a commercial break with that.
Somebody need to play the Uncle Ruckus music when somebody like that come on there, because that's what it be sounding like to me.
Hold on,
And
brother.
I'm gonna put this picture up. Hold up.
Hold on, family. We're gonna take a commercial break real quick.
You so black. You so black. When you smile, the stars come out. You so black. When you born, the God come out. Black is not. Black when it's wrong and black when it's right. Black is pyramids and mathematics. Black is melanized and magic. Black is televised and in need of drastic black advancement. Black enhances, black with chances, black with privilege, black with pride, black on purpose on the black hand side, black and beautiful, black and blessed and highly favored, praise the Lord, black and blessed, black and so much more, black and nothing less, black and educated, black is brilliant. Black is strong, black is resilient, black is song, black is infinite, like hip hop or space. Black is grace, black is love, black makes babies, black babies grow up, black is tough, black is hard to do. Black is me, black is you. Black is not something we get to choose, but it is something we get to cherish. It's something we get to wear, and we get to rock this with honor. I'm black like my granddaddy and my great-great-great-great-grandma. Black is that lift every voice and sing. Black is that letting your freedom ring and resound. Black is adjective, adverb, color, and noun. You so black. Ooh, you so black. When you smile, the stars come out. Baby, you so black. When you're born, the God come out.
Nah, family. we didn't let somebody come up here. Our viewers, man, we was getting a good word out about tribalism. I just want to know how y'all feel about that. Open panel. We got Sister Grace that said that poem is weird. What's going on, Sister Grace? Come on up. What's weird about
What's
being
weird
black?
about it?
What's weird about being black, Sister Grace? You don't like being black? Welcome, Sister Grace, to the panel, family.
Pardon me. Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
What's going on? Welcome
I am
back.
a Black American and very proud. But these poems and stuff, all this stuff is very odd and weird. I'm just tired of it. It just reminds me of Pan-Africanism. It's always. I'm just gonna be honest, y'all.
Joyce, why? I mean, not Joyce. Jesus, where is this name coming from? Grace, what's weird about it?
To me, just the energy. It gives off Pan-Africanism. It gives off flat blackness. To me, it gives off back in the day Pan-Africanism, up them spreading that stuff. It doesn't fit. That shit don't fit no more. All the, and then your skin, Miss Dominican woman, you just like me, dark and man, get on. Or this right here, Africa is dark and lovely, and everybody, man, get the hell out of my face. I'm a Black American. And I'm proud. I like the one. I actually said even with the young man. What's that dude named the old cat that be singing? What's that old dude that had a poem?
Old dude with the poem.
He was a singer. What's that dude? Smokey Robinson. I ain't trying to be funny. I respected that one more than I respect this. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just tired. It's just.
Oh, I did like that
It gives
poem. I know
out.
what you're talking about.
It gives out, y'all. Democratic pushed. We got to start jumping on stuff.
But
You
that
got to hear
poem
the
is
whole
not
poem,
new,
though.
and you
I
got to
listened to
hear the
it.
whole one.
It reminds me of still, you know how the energy of it is Pan-Africanist for me. And I understand if you like it and you say, man, ooh, I feel that. I didn't feel that. It's just like, okay, please, no, we're not back in the Pan-African. For me,
Being
right? It
black
didn't do nothing
is
for me. It didn't move me.
I disagree. I understand your
Listen,
point,
I
but I
said me.
disagree. I
I'm gonna say it
know.
again.
I hear you.
It didn't
And I
move
understand
me.
what you're saying, but
Yeah, and then
I hear
and
you.
then since then she brought me up and you pinpointed my comment. I gotta say, hold on, I gotta say this, and then I jump down. For me, that melanin stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which is it goes back to, which we don't go off of, because we understand that melanin is, as they say, beautiful. And that's melanin is all melanin. That's how crazy it is because we don't have just one hue, and then people put that, the darker it is, the best. Well, shit, we got to call out the melanin for what it is then. Because that same melanin that was so great, as we would say, it's the same melanin that sold your folks. That's coming over here about to eat off of you. That's sitting at the head of your HBCUs talking about black is beautiful. So no, I don't. It doesn't move me. That's all I'm saying. Not like it used
Can I
to. That's just me.
can I ask you a question? Race. Can I ask you a
Oh,
question?
go
Oh,
ahead.
Copper.
I don't. It ain't. No, I don't. I like black. Don't get me wrong. I love that. I am black. Right here in America, no one else could be. Nobody. You got to have lineage to go back here. But it doesn't. It gives off that Pan Africanist stuff. The vibe is back in the day. Pan Africans when we all had that red, black, and what's that called? Green. That African kufi looking hat, boot, whatever type of, not kufi, but
sister,
box set. Yeah, that's the turnoff.
Sister Joy.
What's up?
Uh, ladies, can we have a little dialogue? Can you just say why you disagree?
Um, because I kind of, with her point of her saying, that she is black, nobody was black except us until now. I understand and I agree with what she's saying as far as like, oh, well, it's that flat blackness, but they weren't black until we said that they weren't with us no more, in my opinion. They me no black or I'm not black. Nobody was black until we decided that we didn't want to be with them no more. So that's why I'm disagreeing. Also, even still, whether you say it's flat blackness or not, at the end of the day, you said you're black. I believe that I'm black. And I agree with everything the poem said. So just because they can, quote unquote, align themselves with it, that does not mean that it's for them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the same thing with countries, right? People in the U.S., the continental U.S., we're American, right? But so is Canada, so is Mexico, so is Jamaica. But when you hear people say America, they ain't talking about them countries. They talking about the U.S. So it's like that's where the term tether comes from. It's like they can attach themselves to or try to attach themselves to it all they want to, but it doesn't apply. It's not for them. So just because they can relate does not make it for them.
I
That's
like
why I'm
that.
disagreeing.
I like that. I like that.
Can I jump
But
in really
I
quick?
understand
Yes,
what you were
Joyce.
saying.
Yes.
I'm not saying
I mean,
I'm not.
I
Who
keep
is
saying
Joyce
Joyce. I
420?
don't know.
Maybe okay. Maybe I
I
got
do
some
not
joy in my
know.
life.
I
Some black
swear I
joy.
don't know. Grace, yes, this was y'all dialogue. I wanted the ladies to have
Yeah, but
dialogue. Go
Grace, so
ahead.
you understand my point?
No, I understand your point 100%, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying it doesn't do. Remember back in the days how anything, any type of poem or whatever it sound, it was just moving. This stuff does not, man, when you would really, as they could say, as the left say, woke up,
Hmm.
that don't move you. I'm not moved by that. It's just, to me, it's like, okay. You wouldn't be I'd be like, okay, on to the next act. I like that. That's cool. That's great. But we're going to move this forward. That's just me. And I guess I'm in a place, guys, of
Of
not being so
demarcation.
emotional.
I
Yeah,
was just
there. I
about
get
to
there. It is.
ask you that.
She
I
was
was
in the.
just about
I was
Look
gonna
at
to ask
literally.
you
I
you.
that.
literally was going to say that I agree
There.
with you, Grace. Like
Look
but
at
about the
you.
Yeah, I don't think
poem.
Portiz and I are disagreeing with you at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
No,
We
but I'm
we
just
right
Yeah,
saying,
there.
we're not
child.
disagreeing.
We right there with you. Stop
Yeah,
playing.
but I want to say to you to let you know that just because someone can identify with something or understand something or even relate to something, that does not mean that it's them or for them. Just because you can relate to it. Like
Hey,
I said, a
lady, I'm
Mexican
trying
is
to
an American, but
give
they're not
Grace,
a,
man.
what the world knows as American. They Mexican.
I
Okay.
know, Brother Fuego probably can't get on the mic right now, but I'm telling you, you got a lot of people standing behind you with what you said. Trust me,
Yeah,
it's a
Okay,
yeah.
y'all
state
get
of
me. Y'all get
demarcation.
okay.
Come on,
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
we're
why
not
okay.
you over here.
disagreeing with you at all.
That's
We're
why
just
you over
saying,
here.
yeah.
Now,
Just, oh
since we
Lord.
got you, okay, go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, Queen.
No, because I feel like I don't want to ruin anybody's mood, and I'm not saying
No,
I
you are
agree or
fine.
disagree.
You are
What
fine.
I
This
am
is
going
a
to say though
open
is
dialogue.
I'm really tired of people finding a reason to erase our history, whether it's moving you or not. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm
That's fair.
that poem at one time moved nations. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm just I don't agree with just because it's you know what I'm saying we're in a different time now that now we just have to ignore the greatness of that poem. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's
because
like
that poem
okay,
is old.
yeah, like
Yeah.
for instance, like I grew up and I realized
I
that
can
okay,
tell.
maybe my religion isn't gonna be what I was grown up to be. But I promise you, when I go in the church and I hear a pastor who's really about that life, I still feel something. You know what I'm saying? Because
Uh-huh.
it's still the word. You know what I mean? So
That's
I
right.
get it. Like it might have a different you know, it might affect you in a different way now because we are moving and growing and our time is different than when it was when the poem came out or you know what I'm saying. But what I'm not going to do is sit here and just dismiss. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but at the same time, I'm tired of everybody coming to our FBA people, and you know what I'm saying because back then, yeah, a lot of us were Pan Africans, a lot of us were accepting them or trying to
Right.
save
So
them,
the
and you know
energy.
what I'm saying. I get it, you know what I mean, but I'm not doing that, and that's just me personally. I'm not dismissing my history for nothing, for nobody.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
when I first heard that poem, I wasn't looking at it as how you were describing it. Not you, FB. I'm talking about Grace. Even back then, because like I said, this poem is really old.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't looking at it like that back then. I was looking at it as she was talking about Black Americans. That's just how I felt. But I could see how somebody who is melanated, but they're not Black American, could relate to it. That's why I was like, oh, that's a different take when you came up here. Because it just doesn't give flat blackness to me. It gives Black American, but that's just, I guess, maybe how I experienced it when I first heard it, like a decade or so ago.
Even I'm gonna say this now. This is fairly new for us, so I'm gonna say it does give Pan Africanism. And for sure, if we talked to that poet at that time, she would have said, she said on the black side, meaning the black side of the hand. I ain't trying to be funny, honey. Both sides of my hands is black. So I'm not gonna play these type of games, and that's why I said it doesn't move. Y'all don't get on me. I understand what y'all saying. I understand what we going through as quote unquote black people, the real ones, right? I understand that, but this still today does not move me, and I'm glad that it does not because they understand putting this poem out again. And what it does to Black Americans because we are the most emotional and we're my hug at type people. Always have been, and what I say always will be. We got a big old chunk that is. And for me, again, that hey, on the black side, it was cold, it was dark. When the melanated popped in, I don't look, man, get out of my face with that. Please get out. I love me, right? I love me. And I'm not gonna allow you to do emotional things to me, which this poem does, because when she said certain key points that those Pan Africanists say, it was like, ooh, yes, girl. Oh yeah. No, I'm good. And I respect you guys for not because usually people are still on the spectrum. People are still on the fence about this right here because we're emotional about what they have always used against us.
Hmm.
And that is the part that I kind of side eye now because I'm emotionalist. I don't have any emotion with this stuff like I did. I'm not attached to this. The poem is cool. It's all right. I give you an A for you saying black. I give you an A for you saying some things that probably rung a bell, but it's not to me. It's not moving. It's not touching. I want to hear a Black American do a poem truly about us. Now that for me is touching. This right here is Pan Africanist mindset, 100%, and that's just for me. And I'm gonna drop, but I respect what you guys are saying.
So, have you heard the whole poem or just the
I didn't
clip
heard.
for T Space?
I heard it. That's why when I what I said when I'm like, oh my goodness, I knew y'all was gonna be talking about this when I heard the poem, and I'm like, okay. It does it. Listen, y'all,
No, no, no.
we
I
can
mean the
hear it.
entire poem, not
I
not
heard
just
the
the part he
poem.
played.
Yeah, I just heard it. Again, this is the second time I think this week I didn't heard this doggone poem, and it's being pushed out again. Out again, and this right here, to me, it denotes flat blackness and a Pan Africanist. mind frame, and that's not where I'm at. Does it take away from the fact that melanin is beautiful? Yeah, melanin in your brain that you can't see is beautiful as well. Your skin tone, because both sides of my hand is Black American, not just one. So when we go off that, when we trying to get away from that skin tone type stuff, that race type stuff, as Black Americans, whether you are at the lighter side of the hue or the darker, or even in between, like myself, right? More of a brown skin, dark brown skin girl. I'm just not with that. And I ain't trying to fight the white man. I feel like shit. I want them to go home and fight them, and quit coming over here telling me that they want to fight them with me. You got your
We
own at home. Fight them over there. Why you got
before
to come
you
over here to
go,
tell me to fight them? We been doing that, and that's all I'm
before
saying.
you go, Sister Grace,
I'm not, mhm.
Brother Chuck.
If I could add something to what she was saying too, right, about them pushing this pan stuff. I was also going back and looking at a couple things on Instagram I was following, and I'm noticing they're like my eyes weren't open to it before, but ever since getting off of that pan African thing, right? They have been really blending
We got the ladies.
our history with all this other stuff, and now that I have, like, it's like my blinders is off. Now I'm seeing it and I'm like, dang, I don't even want to follow this page because they basically they blurring the lines. They're like, they mixing in our stuff with other people's stuff and then saying that it's everybody. So it's like, it's so weird. I had to unfollow a whole bunch of different pages because it was like, it's like they ain't talking about the right thing. And the next thing you know, I'm commenting on stuff, and I'm like, oh, and then there's people in the comments that's like, oh, well, what are you trying to say? It's like, no, I'm trying to say this is exactly what I'm trying to say. And then they
Hey,
like,
we got
oh,
the ladies not playing. We got the ladies not playing.
I wasn't
Uh,
even looking.
Go ahead, Brother Chuck.
Yeah, like they blending, they like blending our stuff with their stuff, and it's like,
Grand Rising
I think
Neo.
somebody on the panel was saying a couple, like I think last week or a couple days ago, that there was really no spaces over there for us, and like I was saying, I think last week, I was looking for that. I was looking for spaces where it's us, but the spaces I was seeing was like Pan African blended spaces, and it's so weird over there. It really is. It's like a desert, and then there's nothing but Pan African stuff. And then they I think what they was also doing was like, not only are they censoring us, but they like pushing those pages, because a lot of the people that are like friends of mine or whatever that I also follow are following those pages. So it'd be like, now I see how they're almost like lightly brainwashing these people to think that these two things mean the same thing. So I don't even know how we can even start to address that as an issue. But yeah, what she's saying is kind of right. Like, I don't know about this poem though. I like the poem because I know who it's intended for. But they like to steal and take things and try to remix it for them. Just like the white tees. So that's an issue. And I land my plane there.
FBA Queen Joy.
I have one last question for Grace. Do you think that you are looking at things that are meant for Black Americans as with a tainted lens because of what's going on right now?
Prove that it was for Black Americans, and I can prove 9 times out of 10 years ago that it was not. We was even doing stuff like Dominican girl. I had to get on my cousin. You like, no, you look like me. No, your booty. Man, girl, if you don't leave this woman alone. She done told you. I'm like, I had to sound like my folks out of Shreveport, because my my folks are out of Shreveport. What's his name? Mr. Williams, Serena Williams' dad. She didn't told you she wasn't you, and you're gonna force, quote unquote, like you said, that black side of the hand on her. Leave these people the hell alone. Because we, I'm just being funny, pushed a lot of people to be Black. And now we fighting like hell because they never was and putting everybody else on. Last thing I'm going to add. So I'm going to say no. It's not from a tainted view. It's from a realistic view now in hindsight and not into that mindset of where I will be at 10 years ago. But I'm going to end with this. Somebody said, which was a Hispanic person, said, if you want something, go get a black girl. And I hate to say that. She's emotional. She's the one I love. You were your kid. Who look, come here. Let me pick him up. How girl, he's so cute. She'd be the one to open the door. A black woman will be the one to open the door because she loves everybody. And her man most likely gonna go with it. He probably side out of stuff, but she gonna roll with this type of stuff. You get her, she gonna be the link. She's the big mama. Call big mama, give her a hug and go to her house. She gonna feed you and let you right on in. At that cookout, go on over there, at least kiss big mama. You don't know none of our folks, but you go on over there and you kiss the elders and you right on in. Let's just be honest with that for me. And as a black woman, I'm looking at it and I am like this in a different mindset. It got Pan-Africanist written all over it. The energy, I feel it. And I'm gonna go off my ancestral feeling. I'm good on that. Sorry, my voice is kind of in and out. It's kind of scratchy, y'all. Because it's cold.
That's okay. We can hear you.
Thank you. Okay. I'm dropping.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else to ask me.
No,
Well,
we
I
got
was
this.
just asking you that because
I say don't
I think
drive.
everybody. Yeah, I hope you don't drive. I mean, I like having these conversations, but
Yeah.
I was just asking you that just because of the nature of the culture right now. And it's like I'm. Let me say this. I'm glad that people like you do have opposing views and stuff like that because we're not a monolith, even if we are our own people, right? We are our own tribe, if you will, like we're talking about today. But we're not a monolith within the tribe. We all have our own opinions, our own ideas. So, and you're the only person, you're the only person that I hear say that they felt that poem was Pan-Africanist, or that you didn't like it or you didn't feel anything positive from it. So that's why I was really curious about your thoughts on it.
Okay, Joy, hold on, honey. I never said I didn't feel anything positive from it. I like some of the things that
Oh, I'm
was
sorry.
in
I
that poem.
misspoke. You say it didn't move you.
No, hold on.
I'm
I like
sorry. You
some of the
said it
things
didn't
that was in.
move you.
But the overall energy, what I'm saying, and it's funny that you say that I'm the only one. Man, I'm standing by myself in a lot of places. And
That's
especially,
really relatable.
I
That
can
part.
hear, girl, when you said that, I felt that. Now, I've actually felt that as well because I'm fighting Black Americans right now. Because they on that skin tone type stuff. And you will let a person in there from Hawaii that got dark skin and tell me because I'm a shade lighter than them, even though that's just we on some other stuff. I don't go off of that, what we have always gone off of while we're in the predicament that we're in now, while we have our HBCUs infiltrated at the top
That's
by
fair.
non-Black Americans because the motherfucker got a big booty. Sorry to talk like that. And a nappy ass head and that's dark skin and melanin is popping out. And then her hand is
That's
on the right
fair.
side of the melanin. Man, that's some
Cook.
weird ass shit. And that's just what it
That's
is.
fair.
And they gonna kick my behind. I've been getting my behind whooped for a long time. I'm always the outliner. Man, I'm always the one sitting over. I'm the weird one, I guess, sitting on the side of the family reunion. People looking at me. So
I think
I'm just
everybody up here on this panel been the black sheep at one
Yep.
point in time in the family.
Yep.
So this is why we're not like, bashing you or nothing. We're just asking because this is new and it's cool. So I want to see, I want to hear your thoughts and everything. But it's nice to get an opposing thing. I mean, all of
Yeah.
us on this panel, we don't always agree on everything
That's real.
either. That's why Chuck got kicked out of Joyland. So, uh,
That's a good one.
yeah, so it's nice to hear opposing views and stuff like that. I do have to agree on what you said about the HBUs and things like that. At first, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was very I don't know if I would call myself a Pan African before now. I was more so I don't know if I can say this
We
on
got
TikTok. I don't know if I can say this on
we got
TikTok.
only facts that said his whole family are Democrats. He's the black sheep and he love it.
Yeah, I would say if anything, I was more so anybody but the white man. You know what I
Uh,
mean? So I wouldn't say I was Pan-Africanist. I was just very anybody but a white female.
say less.
So
Anybody is. Anybody is.
yeah,
FBA
because
Queen. Oh,
when
sorry,
I
Joy.
bought
Sorry, Joy.
my house,
Speak on
I
what?
was trying to oh, when I bought my house, I'm gonna end real quick so FBA can go. I wanted to go with a Black American person, and
Mm-hmm.
it took me like 3 agents, and I couldn't. They wouldn't write for me. I had to go with a
Seriously?
Hispanic person.
When you
Um,
was getting your crib?
yeah, when I bought my house, I went with a Hispanic
So what
lady.
was it? They weren't available or like what?
Um, well, the first guy, he had a team, so I guess he was the broker, if you
Okay.
will.
Okay.
And so, he sent me with a Black American man, in which I already knew that was gonna go south. Anyways, he was older, and I'm very, I was very sure about my list. And when he lost me a house that was extremely affordable in the neighborhood I wanted because of what he put on the contract, I was like, immediately no. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask you to ask for concessions. Why would you ask for concessions and this house is hot? And it's like 10 other people trying to get this house and you're gonna ask for concessions, they gonna automatically throw my offer out. I didn't ask for that. You gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do what I tell you to do. You work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, he didn't want to go certain places, oh, this 15 minutes away from the first house we just saw. Okay, you trying to sell it? I mean, buy it or not? What's going on?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I was like, I gotta move by June, bro. Like, I ain't got time for y'all to be doing what y'all want to do and what's convenient for y'all,
Mm.
So yeah, I had to
Yeah,
go with a Latino lady, but it's
we hope
okay.
that work out. Well, I mean, we upset that didn't work out. Rather,
I know.
FBA Queen, speak on what, cuz?
Oh no, I want to just because I was getting the kids ready, so I really couldn't chime in at the time we were talking about the poem. But I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. She said that 10 years ago when she wrote this poem, it could have been, or whenever, that she guarantees it was about Pan Africanism. But how do you know it was? Because my whole thing is, if this woman would have maybe rewrote the poem today, knowing what she knows and knowing what we know, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? It was a different time back then where we were the blacks. Period. It was not a question. It was not oh, maybe they were talking about this person. No, she was talking about black because that's who we were. And there was no question about it. When you talked about black, you were talking about FBAs, and that was period. We didn't consider, what I'm saying? Like, the Africans never called themselves blacks. Joy was touch base on that. You know what I'm saying? They never considered themselves black. It was, I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm not black. So when the sister came in telling me that this poem was for my black people, that's what I took it as. You know what I'm saying? I took it just like she said. I don't get, what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to our history, when it comes to the people that were before us, it was a different time. And I don't like the fact that now we're in this WAR where it's like we have to be very distinctive. But back then it wasn't like that. So now we want to sit here and cancel out some shit. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And if that makes me emotional, so be it. But they erase everything else when it comes to our people because somebody wants to feel some type of way. That's emotional to me.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I do respect everybody's views. And I get it. Like, we're at a time now where people are seeing things differently because this what do they call it? Tether fatigue is real. We're sick of these people. But I'm
Hell
also
yeah.
sick of them taking our history and trying to taint it for my next generation. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, that's all I wanted to say. I'll land right there.
Yeah, I would say, growing up, for me, when I was little, I was told that we were Indian, so I wasn't black until I was like 12. Um, yeah, so for me, black meant African, but like I said, when I turned like 12 and like my mom was like, just at this point, we outnumbered, so fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That's
okay. It
real
wasn't
though.
like it was negative. It wasn't a negative
Cause
thing
I
at
grew
that
up
point.
Indian too.
Yeah, so I'm
And
like,
they
okay.
almost became like, I can remember personally getting to like middle school, and they almost became like, when you said it, it was like a fucking joke or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
wait, what
And
you
so I
mean?
used
Cuz
to get
I'm
into
literally
fights
just
because of
telling
that.
y'all.
So my mom was
Yeah,
like,
that's
just
crazy. Yep,
please.
that's crazy. That's real
So,
shit. That's some
you
real
know, for
shit.
me growing up as a child, black was African.
Yeah,
Black meant African. Black did not mean American. Or what
seriously.
we look
Like,
like.
I can remember
So
literally
by
getting
that
into
time,
aggressive arguments defending what the fuck my
yes.
family told me I was. Like,
So I would say
no,
by
man,
that time, black was African. But by the time I would turn 12, my mom was just like, it's fine. You know, I guess it's American now. It's okay. African means African and black means American. So I was like, okay, well, okay. You know, so by the time I heard that poem, I thought she was referring to black Americans. I didn't think she was talking about Africans, but because that wasn't like FBA said, African people were not black and neither were the Caribbeans. They were Caribbean. You know,
Grand
me no
Rising,
black,
Diamond.
me no black. I know African.
Right.
I know American. So I don't know. And I just feel like whatever was ours before, you know, whether it was in the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s that belonged to us, it is still ours. Just because they can relate to it or identify with it does not mean that it's theirs or that it means that it was including them. Like, I don't agree with that part.
You know what? Pardon me. It's funny that you say that it's still ours. I'm with you 100%. But just
Mm-hmm.
like when it comes to the term African American, it's still ours. And I don't want them using that because my daddy's blood is on that. My mama's blood is on that. My great grandparents' blood, because they made us, they reclassified us once again. But
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean that I vibe with it. The energy to me off
That's
that African
real.
American is
Mm-hmm.
off. And I'm gonna say it again. That poem, if you really just sit back and just take, like you said, this as well. I had to as well because it sounds good. It's cool. But when you
Mm-hmm.
take the energy off of it and listen to it, that to me sounds like flat blackness. Everybody. It doesn't sound like progressive. Well, from where we're
Mm.
going. And I understand when she said, well, if the lady was to rewrite the poem today, it'd be different. Yes. 15 years ago, I probably would have been with that young lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
Riding along with her. And that sounds good. I brought Umar Johnson to Kansas City, Missouri, where I'm from, back in 2017, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman you're talking to today is totally different. Totally different. So I understand what you're saying. But the woman today that's listening to this, for me, y'all, I can't attach I don't feel nothing there. And that is okay for me to say, I just don't feel it. Is black beautiful? Black Americans? Hell yeah. Because we come in different hues. And I will be playing to say we do not. And we cold from the top to the bottom, to the side, to the other side, in and out. I'll give you that. I'm with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't do anything for me. And I'm glad because usually I'll be going around, that make me want to pump my fist, looking around, hard back, big backing it with my fist out in front of everybody, including anybody that needed help, along with minorities. Minority men that got ding dongs long as my doggone arm that want me to protect them from being escorted, back out to their homeland. That's how I feel, guys. And I'm not trying to stir up anything, but I just had to get up and say, for a black American, I can say and feel good about saying it didn't do anything. It didn't move me like that, even though I'm moved by being black. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
That's real. We respect that.
Well, I mean, Grace, this isn't that kind of Portuguese don't run that kind of panel or platform where just because you disagree, you're like scrutinized or whatever. Like it don't go like that over here. That's why I be over here every day. So we are able to have disagreements or agreements or discussions that you thought you would never have. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't that kind of panel. So I hope you don't.
Anti-black, then we got a problem.
Yeah, let's just say you ain't black then. That's the problem. But yeah, I mean, I've been on this panel for about a month and a half now, and I make sure I'm here every day because I love talking to the group of people that be over here. So yeah, it's not like that over here. You are more than welcome to disagree. This ain't no yes man, yes ma'am type of panel. And I think that, having a difference of opinion, it actually can make you think like, damn, why'd she say that? Oh, that's
And you know
different. You
what?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And at the same time, it actually has me really wanting to listen to the whole poem again. You know what I'm saying? Like, please don't take what
Yeah.
I'm saying as, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I just didn't hear what you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go back and actually revisit it. This is actually a great talk because sometimes having our old ways, because I'm a little bit older than everybody. I'm in my 40s. You know what I mean? I'm about to be 42 this month. So for me, it's like,
Too. Me too. I'll be
oh, that's what's
42 in
up.
December. See, look.
42 is
Right.
not
That's what I'm
old.
talking about.
That's
Yeah, that's
still a
not old, right?
baby.
I'm still trying
And
to
it's funny
get myself
because yeah,
together.
we come from the same generation, but maybe I just missed something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually gonna revisit and go back and be like, you know what? Let me see what she heard. Or you know what I'm saying? Or try to at least
Yeah.
understand. Like that's what we do here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're gonna say what we say and we have our views and what we, our opinions. But at the same time, it's not like we're not listening to you too. That's the kind of panel we have over here. I'm actually still listening to what you're saying and I want to know what your concerns are so I can, kind of understand and you know what, maybe I missed something. So I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
Yeah, I need to listen to the entire poem. Portice plays the part where she performed it in front of a large audience. But the poem is actually like 5 minutes long itself. So I think I want to revisit it as well. But Chuck wanted to say something.
To get off topic about the poem, because I do want to look. I'm gonna go and listen to the whole thing. Or Portiz could probably play it one day. But I was noticing something too, right? About y'all remember when that one guy, what's his name, the Funk Master guy, who was out there and he was he did that march with the GUNs, the pew pews, and
Funk Master Flex?
who was the old guy who was saying? Remember he stood in front of one of the capitals. I forgot what cities it was, but anyway, he was doing a march and it was covered by the news and stuff. This was years ago. But his name was Grandmaster. I forgot, but they were saying he was an agent. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, y'all remember when he had did his little movement or whatever, his little staged movement or whatever, and then there was people there that was trying to co-op and blend in with those other people, and he used delineation to make sure those people could not be included in his yeah, I think that was his name, Grandmaster Flex. Yeah, he always wears the shades, light skinned guy, and he ex military or whatever. One of those, Flex or Flash. But y'all remember he used delineation, and the people who had showed up to that rally tried to march with them, but they had a whole separate reason for marching, but they tried to basically co-opt whatever movement. I looked at that and I took that as to what basically how they would do us. If we was to go out and start marching for whatever reason, that's what they do. We didn't have it organized so that we could tell each other apart, and then and then delineate from whatever movement they're trying to come with. It's usually when we march or protest, it's kind of chaotic. You know what I mean? But there was a separation between the two groups marching, and so I'm thinking maybe if we were to do any marching at all for whatever reason come in the future, if so must be that we will be able to delineate groups so that we don't inherit other people's it's loud in here, my bad, y'all, but we don't inherit other people's shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, we got you, brother.
You're trying to say separate so that we don't get, I guess, merge, get pieces of their culture, basically be tethers and get their culture mixed in with ours. or take pieces of their culture and put it into ours, and now it's all mixed in.
No, not necessarily. Not even involving culture. Like, let's say if whenever we have to, for any reason, march in the future or whatever. Let's say that we finally something happens, and we need to stand on business, and we got to go somewhere. We should be able to distinguish us from other groups who come into, because they're going to try to co-opt it. That's the thing.
Got you.
Once we go in March, other people are going to come and try to co-opt it and change it and cause havoc and try to make it so it seems like it's from within the group. And we know that through history, that's what happens. So organizing, maybe we shouldn't be talking on here like that. Maybe let's just, what I'm trying to say. As long as y'all get what I'm trying to say, that's all.
You wanna know the difference this time around, Chuck? This era compared to the different generations that came before us? There's one slight difference. We are not on Pan Africanism. The goal and conduct and the progress that we're going towards is demarcation and delineation from everybody, even the neuromelanin ones. So even if they want to come out and march and stomp and stampede with us, no, no, no. This fight is not yours. This is ours. You had your chance over time when you guys got here to be one with us, and you wasn't. You showed yourself. You showed us that you were very tribal. You were very disrespectful, and you rather side with the powers that be. So with that being said, we have to delineate, and we're going to continue to delineate. I'll let my plane.
Say less. No, with that, family, we hit 11:15, and we're just gonna go around the panel as we normally do. And we're just gonna start saying, "Wait, who is this?" And we're just gonna start saying our closeout as we normally do, man. Shout out to you, A-Town. Uh, yeah, man. Let's leave the people with some good words on individualism and tribalism and the benefits of both of them as we exit today. And we're gonna start with Grace.
I just knew you was coming to me. Okay, I'll do it. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna roll it
I'll
out
do
clean.
it
Okay.
too.
I look at Lord. But no, excellent panel. Beautiful panel. Let me say that. Thank you all. We don't have to go out there marching no more. We don't have to go out with our fist up, getting beat up, pew-pewed at, or having a pew-pew running around crazy. We don't have to. That's why everybody wants us out there. We already been there and done that. We're going to talk to our senators. You know, we are actually going in and sitting down and doing different things. We don't have to, and that's the gag of it. People want you to do that stuff. So we'd never have to do that stuff again. Now, if you want to, that is your prerogative. But we don't have to. We're American. Black with the big B. Black American. We ain't got to do that bullshit no more. And I'm proud of my folks because we don't have to. Everybody else have to. We have blood equity here. We have power here. We have our ancestry here. We have word here. We have a real spoken word here. Thank you.
Damn, Grace, I was talking on mute. That's real. We definitely received that, Grace, and we go straight up to our brother FBAJ Clutch.
So I just want to touch on what Grace said. So when we go into these city hall, these political spaces, we have to make sure that the people that are representing us, talking for us, are FBA or Black American. They have the same viewpoints as us. Um, they're willing to give us tangibles. We can't have anybody in office that isn't Black American because it's over time we've seen these people that are neuromelanin that get into to our politics. They always do for their people and always leave us on the back burner. So there's no more of that. We have to get all these immigrant demographics out of office that are representing the Black American class and get our people back into these positions of power. We can't just keep sitting on the sideline and just voting. We actually have to go after these seats. That's the only way we're going to really make some powerful moves in the office. We have to get our own representatives in these seats. And I'll end there.
You know we receive it, brother. With that, we go straight to Brother Chuck.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, I was saying it could be for something even smaller, like something local, let's say an outrage or whatever. But to close out, um, I really do appreciate, you know, you Cortez for having a panel like this for people to come up, because I'm not usually a person that would uh, speak. I don't mind playing the comments, but I feel like you give people a voice, and you have important topics and interesting topics that do you know expand the mind and cause people to really think. So I appreciate you and everybody else on the panel, and everyone that contributes to making this happen. Um, and that's where I'm going to end with it. But I'm in the truck, man.
That's real. Shout out to Brother Chuck, man. Ain't nothing better than being acknowledged, man, in what you do in life, man. And just shout out to you, man. That mean a lot. To the family, y'all know how we do. We go straight to Only Facts with it, man, as we close out, man. Only Facts, you there, brother?
Yes, sir.
You know how we do, man. Lead the people with a good word on the benefit of both of them, the individualism and the tribalism.
Man, I was sitting here, man. You really the whole panel, man, and your questions really challenged my thought. Um, I can't count how many times I may be thinking one way and then someone will say something. I'm like, damn, okay, I
Man,
the
me
point of
too,
view.
man.
Um, so that's beautiful, and I'm gonna just keep it like this, man. Um, what what we witnessed today uh, between the two sisters and the back and forth about the poem, that
Hmm.
shows a right way to disagree, right?
Mm,
There's a right way and a wrong way to disagree, and
that's real.
they had their different point of views, but it was beautiful to see them talk it out without cursing each other out, getting loud,
Yep,
being disrespectful, and over talking each other. And I just feel like, man, that speaks to the topic, the individualism and the tribe, right?
that's real.
Yeah, we got our individual thoughts, and being having an individual thought actually challenges uh, what we're going through. It makes you think. I heard a few people say, "I'm gonna go back and listen to the poem." So that
Hmm.
that individual thought has provoked people, has challenged thought provoking um, to different individuals, and by us elevating our thought, our mind, and just looking at a different point of view, it helps the whole tribe. It helps us all grow, right? Um, and I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. And I like to always say, no one is bigger than the code, man. As long as we keep the code at heart, man, hey, we're gonna win. I'll land
That's
with that.
real. We receive that. That's nice. I like how you went on up out of here with that, man. That was nice. And yes, there's no better way than to just talk it out. So shout out to Sister Joyce and Sister Grace for setting an example for the foundational Black Americans out here, man. And we go straight to Brother Cobra. What's going on, Brother Cobra? You know how we do, man. Let's close out right.
Yes, sir. I'm here. So, just to kind of, I guess, stick a point on the individualism versus tribalism discussion. Uh, I believe it's very important to embrace who you are as an individual and assert yourself, and everything like that. But at the same time, don't lose sight of the fact that you are still a part of a tribe, and we need to work together as teams to kind of accomplish goals. So it's very important to still embrace who you are as an individual, because everybody's different, everybody brings different skills. uh and we see examples of people trying to be people and it failing every day. So that's why it's very important to be who you are, but at the
I
same
like that.
time just still kind of be willing to kind of work together as a team, and kind of be more than willing. Is important to understand that you're that uh no I lost my train of thought on that saying that I like to use. No individual is greater than the sum of the team. So that's a different way to say it. But yeah, you can be great. You can have a lot of talent. You can have a lot of skill. You can have a lot of blessings and everything like that. But it can go much further distance if you're working together with others like-minded, like yourself. So that's why it's important to embrace the tribe, uplift the tribe. And I believe when I say tribe, I believe foundational Black Americans. All of us is a lineage. So it's important for us to work together as a tribe. You see every other community kind of working together as a tribe, and that's why they're able to accomplish certain things, and kind of like you see some of the displacement and stuff like that. Some of that stuff happens because we don't work together as a team. So we got to kind of start really embracing it, and whether you like each other sometimes or not, because I mean, even the white supremacists, YT supremacists, I like TikTok Shop. uh some of the YT supremacists, they work together. They don't necessarily like each other, but they come together and to go against us. So
Hmm.
you got to always factor that and keep it in mind.
That's real. That's real. And we received that, brother. We go straight up to Sister Joy.
Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you.
I was making sure because it's kind of loud down here. Um, so I want to say to Portuguese, I would say that your morning lives are a great example of individualism and tribalism.
Yes.
Just based on the conversation that FBA Queen, Grace, and myself had, right? We
Hmm.
are, we have our individual thoughts, but I would consider us a part of your tribe, yes?
That's lit. Oh, that's lit. Stop playing.
So I would say that proved your prompt today.
Yeah, that's lit. That was nice.
Also, on the my
Go, hey Chuck, chill, man. Chill, man. Talking about some, yeah, she put a ball on that.
you ain't getting back in, Chuck. Don't try to butter me up.
Oh shit.
um,
No, Chuck.
but my ending words, I would say to everybody in the room, I'm probably gonna say this every day until I don't know, until I turn blue in the face. Uh, do your genealogy. I think that plays a major part in what we're aiming to do. I think that plays a big role in the bigger picture of what we're aiming to do. So I would say do your genealogy, and be proud. Just like Grace did not back down at all in what she was saying. She's very proud, and she spoke her truth, and she was happy to do so. Just because the rest of us disagreed with her. She did not waver. She did not stutter. So be proud in who you are. Stand your ground. Don't flee like those other people we know. Be proud of who you are for real. And work on your gift as an individual so that when you come into the tribe, or when you find your tribe, that we can put you in your place. What best suits you, right? Whether you are a doctor, a chef, a lawyer, you good at organizing, okay, great. Hone in on that. And when we all come together, we'll know, Chuck is good at this, Portiz is good at that, FBA Queen is good at this. Let's put them in their spots so that the train can move at the fastest rate possible with no hiccups.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say work on your gifts. Hone in on whatever gift you have, whatever passion you have, so that when the time comes, you are put in your place as a place of value.
That's
Everybody is
right.
valuable in their own right. So I'll end with that.
That's right. That was nice. You you definitely was cooking. We love you over here, Joy. We love you over here. We go straight up to FBA Queen, who woke up
Hey,
at 5
everybody.
a.m. to make it to the show, and we really appreciate it.
It's getting easier every day. I was late yesterday, but I feel like if the more I keep trying, I'm gonna get there. But
Shout out to Queen.
uh, this was an amazing prompt today, and I'm gonna say individually, and I'm gonna try to say this without crying because I am emotional. Because I'm emotional for my people. I really do be out here and I see the defeat on my people's face
Mm.
sometimes, and it hurts my heart to the point where I don't know sometimes how to handle it because we're so passionate about this. I deal with so many different types of tethers and people who are they're just not nice people, and I deal with them daily. It's to the point where I have a job that I shouldn't even require security, but I have it. I have armed security because I'm real life out here doing the work, and it's not easy. And so, me as an individual, I have to sit here and I have to stand my ground. That's why, Grace, I appreciate you coming up here and standing on what you believe in, because you'll fall for anything if you don't. And I feel
Real.
like it's okay to feel the way you feel, because we're all going through something. We all are experiencing and facing something that we have never experienced before, or not even our people
Mm-hmm.
before us did. They've
Mm-hmm.
experienced their expenses, but this is ours right here. And I am sitting here and I'm helping my people try to get housing and things like that because it was taken from us. And I just refuse to let them take anything else. And
I
so
like that.
when I am doing my work and then I come in here and I have a tribe like y'all, I need y'all. You are my tribe. Grace, your FBA, Chuck, all of y'all, you guys are my tribe. And I
Mm-hmm.
come here and I get my knowledge, I get refilled, I get my energy, I get my power. That's what we're here for. So, Fortis, my king, thank you for really having a platform that is teaching us something. It's giving us substance. It's feeding our souls because there's a lot of people taking from us, and it's terrifying and it hurts. And so this is our place of healing. This is our place of coming together and encouraging each other and challenging each other and teaching each other. And so I appreciate all of you, and I am very grateful. And with that, I'll land.
Shout out to
I
you,
agree.
FBA Queen. Shout out to you. That it's real touching. That mean a lot. I received that, and I'm sure everybody else do too. That well said. Yeah, absolutely, Chuck. Thank you for that, Queen. Family. We all know Brother Fuego trying to act like he can be here, but Fuego, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. I just came.
We see the mic button. We see the
Right. We see you hiding in the bathroom.
Queen. Shout out to
Yeah,
Queen. Shout out to Queen. That's I received that. That's beautiful. Uh, go ahead, Fuego. Help us close out on that and get up out of here, man, on time.
Yeah, actually, Queen kind of put me in a mind frame right now. Last night, well, first off, I just want to say appreciate you, Portuguese, and the spaces that you hold for for the lineage and the family. I've told you, over the course of the past month or so, my uncle passed end of January. Then I had another, then his son passed about 2, 3 weeks ago, and then this morning around like 1:36, 37, I got a call from my cousin Jeff and my sister Mona. But I was asleep, of course. I didn't see the calls coming through. But when I woke up this morning, I found out that my cousin that I went to see last week in the hospital, who was sent home on hospice, passed overnight. So, it's just coming to spaces like this and being able to just be with fam that isn't, directly in the bloodline, but it makes me see the community, the tribe and how we're all progressing, individually, but we're all still moving together collectively. So I appreciate you holding spaces like this, and for everyone else out there that's just looking for, safe spaces, just to hold conversations for the fam. This is one of the spots. And, I'll end there. I'll let my plane there.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man. It's just great having spaces like this. You know what I mean? And I tell you this. You know what I mean? If you want more of what's happening with these spaces that Portuguese has created, y'all got to tap in. Y'all got to follow him. He's holding these spaces because we need places where we can talk and not have to deal with outsiders trying to control the narrative or control the conversation. It's about family, and delineation isn't about interacting with everybody else. So, the demarcation isn't about everybody else. It's about our community, our people, and that's what we have to continue to focus on. That's 2026, right? That's the moving forward. That's how we're looking forward. You know what I mean? We can't continue to sit here and look for everybody else to uplift us or unify with everybody else. It's about unifying with ourselves. You know what I mean? We ought to be we got to be a unit of people that is fitly joined together and creating that that fist that we're able to tear down strongholds and break infrastructures that are constantly trying to work against us, breaking systems or being alchemists like we are in taking those systems and making them work for us. That's the goal. That's the move. That's how we move forward. And if you're too busy looking at everyone else uh, and seeing what they're doing, you're not paying attention to the road ahead of you. And that's what we have to pay attention to right now. Is that road ahead of us? We got goals, we got ambitions, we got things that we want to do. And if you're too busy in a place of chaos and you're constantly filled in noise and information from all over the place, you're not able to concentrate and see what things that you need to do for yourself and also for your community. And that's where we have to go as a people. We got to stop. I mean, it's really high time for us to really continuously, daily, all day long, focusing on us. Like, what I mean? It's one thing to get on panels and talk about, yeah, I support black businesses, but you don't even go to a black barber. You don't even go to a black beautician, or you say, oh, it's too far away. So convenience is stopping you from being for uplifting your community. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need to land and get back on this desk, but yeah, I'll land there.
Say less. Once again, I want to say shout out to the family, man. Y'all, yeah, y'all important to me,
Portuguese, is it
man.
okay if we can tap you to 60K before we go? We're already almost there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, no, but with that though, I'm gonna say this prompt, family. It was not whether you know. No, I'm joking. I ain't gonna be like that. No, for real though, family. This family, no, this prompt wasn't about right or wrong. It wasn't about whether we needed either one of them less or more. It's just simply about what we're cultivating with this delineation movement as a family. Uh, I know it's a lot of people out there who got voices that feel like, hey, it don't matter, or Yeah, but it does. And shit, come over here and voice it because we care. Whatever it is, however you feeling, we just let it out, man. And somebody else probably feeling the same way, man. And you might be the person to speak up for that group of people in the foundational black community that feel that way, if that make any sense. I'm not trying to be too scientific. I'm not trying to be too smart or all of that about it, too fancy. I just want to do my part, as I say, and take those moments where I step outside of myself and take in others around me, how you feeling and all of that stuff. So the question I leave you with today, family, does the future belong to the lone architect of change, or do it belong to the disciplined collective that move as one with our own personal adjectives and add-ons and all that good shit that come with it, man? And you just think about that as you get through the rest of your Tenacious Tuesday, family. And hold on, wait. Hold on. I'ma cycle Fuego out because he ain't on shit. As we let
He was
our
just
sister
excited
Brian.
to get in Joyland today, so he was kind of lost for words. That's what that was.
as we welcome our sis Violin to the panel. What's going on, sis? How you doing?
Hey y'all, I'm free. I finally realized I was restricted. They said I couldn't get on to the 5th until FBA Red told me how to get back on. I got my face tatted.
What?
Yeah, I got my face tatted. Am I crazy?
No, Vi. No.
I mean, it's
Now
too
we
late for the
good.
nose.
I mean, it is. Vi, what did you get tatted on your face?
I just got Soulaan near my ear. That's all.
Oh, say less.
Nothing.
You said it like
Nothing.
you went straight for the forehead or something.
Nah, I got my ear, like right near my ear, like
She
in
act
front
like
of
she
my
would have
ear.
got a teardrop or some shit. You better
All
knock it
right,
off,
that's what I'm
Byron.
saying. You come on. Man,
You knock it off with
let me shout out to
that.
Val with the Solani tat. Man, family, y'all
Man, he
heard how
came
she
up here
came
hella
up here.
hard. Knock it off.
Man, she came up here like, what?
Like she went straight to the violin to the hood. You better stop it, violin.
I
Man,
gotta get a
shout out
couple
to the
tear
family.
drops though for them tethers that I be tearing apart.
Right. I
We
thought you
got
had
the
some
black in here.
teardrop.
Hey, brother Black, come up real quick, man. We hit on the prompt
Hey,
for us real
I'll go
quick, bro.
down, Ortiz. Yeah, I'm gonna go
Say
down real
less,
quick.
Queen. You know we
Okay.
appreciate you. We
I'm gonna start the
closing
day.
out. We
Okay.
closing
Love
out.
y'all. All right.
Y'all know we close out like church. Oh, I thought that was Chuck. My bad. That was Jay. That was moderator Jay. Man, Black, if you in here still, you might have been cruising through. I just feel like, Vi, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I didn't know we was
What?
closing all this. This is the end of
No,
the
you good.
sermon.
What you feel about what you feel about the prompt? What you feel about the prompt, Vi?
I'll go real quick because I ain't know this was the end. I won't be before you long, as the pastors be saying.
You feel me?
Tenacity Tuesday, individualism versus tribalism. Is tribalism loyalty a strength? In Africa, it damn sure ain't. Which one better supports generational progress? Individualism. Amen, somebody. What are some risks of excessive individualism? What's some risk? Who cares about the risk? Get to the money. Okay. And then what is cultural memory in your own words? Telepathy. The fact that I can freaking talk to y'all through my eyeballs and y'all ain't never met me a day in my life. That is
We didn't say
cultural
that
memory.
one, Ortiz. We didn't say that one.
Wait, what happened? What happened? What happened?
You know how
What you
violent
just say?
camera on, I'm gonna do it with you.
Oh, okay. We gonna do it. Okay. I'm sitting on the floor right now. But yeah, if I look at you and I be like,
Oh, the
yeah, that's
mental
that
little
cultural
connection
memory.
from across the room or something.
I ain't never seen her a day like face to face, and we
Say
still can
less.
connect. I love that
Say
for us.
less.
Yeah,
Nah,
like
I
she
like
knew
that. No,
exactly what I meant when I said,
nobody said that. Nobody said that. That's real. I appreciate that. That's
That is
lit.
our cultural memory. And if we look at some stuff and we see something that's funny, we ain't even got to smile. We be like,
Hey, that's lit though. We received that one. We
Yeah, we didn't
received
say
that
that
one.
one earlier, so that's it's good you came up. Yeah, we forgot about that one.
Yay. I love y'all so bad. That's
Hey,
why I
go
got your
ahead
tattoo
and
on my
Feedback.
face. That's all I gotta say though. What up to Tenacity Tuesday? Am I saying it right? Because sometimes I be a little
we can
illiterate.
love you, bro. Yeah, you good, you good. No, and with that, Violin, just lead the people with some words of encouragement on
Okay.
Tenacity Tuesday as we
I
can,
got some
we
words of
closing
encouragement.
out.
I always want to encourage us, okay? Don't,
Mhm.
okay. They say don't pray and worry, but I'm going to put it like this, okay? The more you worry about money, the less money you going to get. The more you worry about health, the less health you going to get. The more you worry about peace, the less peace you going to get. You want to lessen your highs and your lows. So just anytime you do something that's really accomplishing or really good, don't make it so big. Let it be next to the lows that you had when you didn't have anything. So that way that you're always at this level. You know, nothing can move you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Portiz. All I'm saying is
I got you.
if you don't worry, you'll get it every single time. Don't worry about the time. Time is a social construct. It's made up. Okay? It's made up. So when you keep looking at the time, you letting the time take advantage of you. Just know that it's gonna happen and be thankful for everything that you have in your life. That's all I gotta say.
That's real. And we received that as always, Violin. And I'm gonna say, all right now, family, y'all enjoy y'all Tuesday. Uh Shit, catch me chilling. I'm about to go give out the rest of these gifts I couldn't give away on the damn panel. I'm gonna clear up whatever was wrong. And all right, y'all just be safe.
See y'all.